what is happening. All right. Apparently my Epic Pen has decided to update its hotkeys, so good luck. Either way, we got Kuuchi going first, Billy the Destroyer on orange, Bucksas on blue, and Hakuna on green. All right, Ivy, I'm gonna let you start off on the board here.
All right. Well, I think the 569 is the obvious choice. Strong ore, strong wheat, strong brick. It's your best producing spot on the board, and typically you don't want to leave that for second position. So you would either want to take maybe like the 5-9-10 or the 6-5-9 to go first, depending on what it's looking like you're gonna need.
That's such a good spot for Kuuchi there. 3-1 port, kind of right beside, so you can end up, flexing into any one of those production style games there. Looking at the rest of the ports, I mean, brick port up at the top might come into play with the 5-6-10 going on. The 6 is paired up and coordinated. The 3-6-11 looks like a decent spot if anybody does want to kind of pair up those 6s. So I could definitely see someone trying to play something like that. Sheep port, I'm going to say probably won't play too much of a factor in this one, unluckily. Fluffy hates to see it.
Yeah, it's kind of in an awkward spot.
Yeah. Catan Champs also says, thanks for being here today, and it's good to see Ivy commenting again.
Happy to be here.
I told you, you got a little fan club. A little Ivy fan club.
Good. Maybe they'll take it easy on me next time.
Maybe you'll get recognized in your own games. They'll be like, are you the Ivy? The one that co-commentates? So Billy here running down time. 26 seconds left on their second position here. It's a tough spot. The 8-4-3 looks tempting, but you definitely know that ore isn't good enough.
Yeah, I was thinking. I like that spot from him.
Yeah, double ore, 4-5. You've got an option for 4 wheat up at the top too, so I mean later on there's definitely a chance to snag yourself a piece of that wheat there. But that 4-5-8 actually breaks up, this 8-5-10. Do you really need double sheep? Or even if you take the 8-4-3, that's both double sheep there. So instead you go 4-5-8 and you break up 2 really good spots there, and you kind of make them split. So now there's only going to be one of the 6-9-4 or the 6-9-3, and then someone will have to move away a little bit further on. So Billy the Destroyer has kind of shifted all of the positions in this game.
Yeah, and that's I think it's really gonna affect black. His last spot now, he might not be able to get onto a 3 tile spot.
Yeah, and right now, you see kind of the first and second player going hybrid ore wheat sheep or ore wheat sheep, and so usually third or fourth, they start to look at things like this 5-9-10 double brick wood, and maybe start playing one of those longest road style games. And like I said, I could see someone going with this, 6-9-4, 6-3-11 sort of thing. To match up your 6s and still catch a little bit of everything else along the way. Maybe point yourself down towards that 63 sheep and point yourself up towards the 4-11 or something like that.
Right. I think the danger if you go 6-9-4, 6-3-11 is I would worry maybe Billy might take one of those 8-4 or 4-11.
Do you think the 8-4-3 gets out on this one?
I feel like if it's there for 4th position, they'll probably take it. Which would mean Billy could maybe take the 4-11 and just complete his ore wheat sheep. He would get the ore port, which would be helpful. Once he gets his production up and going.
Bucksas takes the 6-9-4. So this leaves it open for HakMatata. So Hak, I mean, this is kind of a tough spot. I mean, they can't coordinate their sixes. You know, they're looking at, you know, some decent production. My feeling here almost is that they, you know, they can't touch the 4-5 anymore. Both the 4 and the 5 or are gone. The 3's the only one left. I feel like they could go for like the 5-9-10, 8-4-3 and try to use this brick port as much as they can.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You know, it does leave, you know, this 3-6-11, although I think on the way back we might actually get Bucksas taking the 6-11 wood brick to get that extra road first and then block everything out. Maybe point themselves out towards maybe the 8 wheat, 8-10, and try to go out that way. I mean, the other way is to go 6-11-12, but like you said, Billy might be eyeing up that 4-11. And then I guess, where's Kuuchi going at the end of all this?
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of what happens when... this all goes back to Billy going on that 4-5-8, which is a, you know, smart play. It kind of pushes people off of better spots than they might have been expecting.
Yeah, it would be surprising to see them, you know, kind of start off out on the edge there, though. Starting off on an ore port of all places, but could definitely work for them. This is a tricky spot, though. I mean, 5-9-10, 8-4-3, those numbers almost seem too good to pass up, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, you could try to double up.
I mean, that's the best thing I can... Yeah, like, I don't think 6-3-11 does as much for you.
On that 8-4-3, I mean, you're doubled up on 3, hoping for 3 ores to roll, but your wood brick production is nowhere close, you know, to taking that 5-9-10. You do leave that 3-6-11 open for Bucksas to pair up those 6s, so you are going to have some competition with that longest road, but I think that seems like, you know, the risk you're willing to take here.
I think so.
Well, and it's confirmed. HakMatata agrees. They 8-4-3 first. They follow up with a road in hand on the 5-9-10. Passes back to Bucksas. I guess, you know, how wild is it? Because you can go 3-6-11 on the wood brick or 3-6-11 on the ore wheat, and then point back towards this 10-11-3. But I think that 10-11-3 actually looks pretty good for Kuuchi if you leave it open. I don't think you can actually, you know, put your settlement on 3-6-11 and point backwards, hoping that that's going to be open.
No, I don't think so. Well, basically, I think you have to just assume he's probably going to take either one of those that you don't. And so then it just kind of becomes, what do you want to leave for him?
Yeah, and where do you point your road after? And does Billy actually plant themselves down on that 4-11, or are they going to try to go somewhere else? I mean, there is a spot. Yeah, they go 3-6-11, and they do point towards the ore port.
It's risky.
It's Billy here, and I mean, Billy can try to get on this 9-10 3-1 on the southeast here, which might be the other wheat spot here. I feel like the only reason they do that is because, you know, between them and Kuuchi, they might have a strong enough ore wheat sheep to keep that 9 wheat unblocked. And that does, you know, at the same time block Kuuchi instead, you know, versus building up towards that 4-11. I don't think Bucksas on blue is much of an ore wheat sheep threat, but it is nice to block them out too.
So Billy's game is going to be ore wheat sheep, and his biggest competitor is probably going to be Kuuchi. So, you know, slowing him down at the beginning by denying him a port is something to consider, definitely.
Yeah.
But he takes the 10-3-11.
10-3-11 is definitely open. They start off with the road. They're going to pair up the 8s here, going up towards the north here. I was expecting Bucksas to take the wood brick here and kind of push everybody off, but this definitely opens up that 10-3-11 opportunity. Yeah,
that's really good for for Billy.
Yeah,
It's
really
a free road.
Yeah, definitely jumpstarts their production. I didn't think that was going to be an open spot, to be honest. But now this still kind of hamstrings Kuuchi. I mean, Kuuchi doesn't have a great spot out here. They're on great brick, ore, and wheat, so they still have to make up that sheep from somewhere. And they still have to make up, you know, a little bit of their wood if they are going to try and play that game. There's absolutely nothing through the center here left. I feel like there might even be a small chance that they go out on the 6-2 sheep port and try to race their way down towards the southwest edge here. Is that too wild?
Yeah, I think that's probably where he's gonna go.
I mean, the other is maybe just rip the 8-10 up top and then race for a brick port. I don't know if they can actually race green, but they can definitely block Billy. I don't know if that 8-10 really does too much, but 8-10 on the south, you mean, for double sheep on the 3-1 port could be a spot. That's SHG legendary in chat looking at that one.
That would give you that would really complete your ore wheat sheep. But no wood. You get the 3-for-1 port though, right?
You got the 3-for-1 port. I mean, that extra production of all that sheep has to go somewhere at some point. I think your first element or your first city is going to be the 5-6-9, but you know, if you come back around and city up this 8-10, that's a lot of sheep that you can trade away. And I mean, you can still build out towards this 6-3, which I mean is super far away, but I don't know, the 8-10 or the 2-6.
Yeah, well, so the sheep, the board is like okay for sheep, but there's only one settlement on a sheep hex right now, and so it's going to be rare in the early game at least. Yeah, it's definitely out on the southern edge and then on the east there. So the only other one is going to be Billy on there, and like you said, the only competition for that ore wheat sheep is going to be between orange and black. So maybe that 8-10 does look like a decent block. Can you bet against coordinated 6 roads though? I mean, I feel like you could, you know, find yourself with, you know, 3-4 roads really early, and you could build to a lot of different places that you wouldn't normally. And yeah, they actually go that way. Kuuchi coordinates the 6s. Game on. Nice. So we have 2 coordinated 6s.
2 coordinated 6s, black and blue. You got Bucksas and Kuuchi highly valuing the 6s. Let's hope this is a game of 6s and not a game of 8s, right? First roll is a 7. That helps Kuuchi out. Kuuchi only started with 2 resources here, the double wood to start out. So looking around the table, you know that HakMatata actually started on wood brick. You know that Billy started on wood brick.
You gotta steal from Billy here, I think, to break his road, right?
It's either Billy or Hak. Billy or Hak actually has it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just thinking like if you can take a brick from him and then a 6 rolls, you plow him immediately, right? Down to the 8-10 sheep.
Oh, you're looking at that double road here, 5-10 and 5-8-10. Straight down, and you block them out. Instead, the block comes onto the 9 wood, and that's on Bucksas and Hakuna. Blocking out a lot of the best wood on this board here for them. Maybe making some value for their own wood to trade out here.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the 8 rolls after that. They do show their intentions of building out to that 6-3 right away, so they drop down their road so no one else can steal it. Looks like the steal was successful, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know
about that.
You know, the steal here on HakMatata actually makes sense, I think, because way better chance of getting brick, right? They start on 2 brick, so 2 out of 3.
Oh,
I think that's the only reason they wanted to steal from Hak. So,
what do you think of that road?
I think that was the plan all along. You know, build on the 2-6. Great sheep port. They can definitely cut off blue here, and blue, I don't think, you know, while blue is not a crazy big threat, it's nice to get that extra cutoff. I think that, you know, doubling up on the 6, coming back down, that wood port's an option, but I think they might just go straight for the 8-3 sheep. and then just skip and bypass onto that. So it'll get them, you know, some wood to build out. Their longest road is going to wrap around that southwest edge, and they should be able to find themselves a piece of that 8 sheep, and that'll get the rest of their development card game going. It's dangling out there, though. I know what you mean. I mean, Bucksas has an opportunity right now to road settle, and GG.
Yeah.
GG Kuuchi.
I mean, I think I probably would have built down towards that 10 sheep, 3 for 1 port.
You're thinking the early 9, 10, 3 to 1?
Yeah, I mean, 10 is a better producing tile than 3.
Yeah, true. Very true.
It also gets you... But... I don't know, maybe he has grand plans to pick up that wood port, pick up the 3-8, you know?
Maybe those are the big plans. The 6 is paying off. Unfortunately, the 9 was rolled when it was blocked, and now it's over onto the 6. And now the 6 is blocked. But I do see, you know, the 9-10 with a 3 to 1 definitely seems like a faster start, doesn't it? Because you get your sheep on that 10, and you already have the sheep port. So maybe that 10 starts rolling and you end up with a faster city or faster road settlement than you would normally with starting with a 6-3.
Yeah, that was my thinking, but I didn't even make the semis, so what do I know?
No salt here, no salt. You know, it's, so 11 rolls after the 5 there. We actually get some Oregon out there. Legendary says they like orange spots the best after this 8-4-5 10-11-3, and that 10-11-3 I didn't think was going to be there, so I think that was a fortunate move for them.
Yeah, I think once orange gets on the wheat, he's going to be very strong.
How fast do they get out there, though? They're going to have to manufacture some trade for wheat out here. They don't make any right now. They've got the sheep, they've got the wood, the brick. But they are definitely going to have to make another trade happen to be able to settle out there.
So this is why it's so important that they're the only one on sheep right now. So I'm sure when it comes down to it, they'll be able to get a wheat for a sheep from someone, right?
True. I think, I mean, it looks like Bucksas is going to struggle a little bit too, just on that 11 wheat. Hakuna might be the only one with the wheat right now, settling down on the 8-8-4 now. So I feel like Hakuna would probably give away, you know, one of those wheat for a sheep pretty freely here too.
Right.
The 12 does roll. That would have been a sheep for somebody had they been on the 12. And now Kuuchi here gets to decide, you know, what they can do with their hand here. 4 resources in hand. They start off with that road. I'm not sure they've got the settlement. But do they keep building? No, they pass it along. Billy rolls out the 9 here. Extra wood on the table. A rare wheat. That's on Kuuchi now. Rare for some. You know, 8-4-9, you don't think it's supposed to be that rare, but if you're asking Billy or Bucksas, definitely seems like a bit of a drought.
Yeah, I wonder if Billy is shopping around for a trade right now.
Oh, you'd have to assume so. He's probably looking for one of those wheat, and nobody biting, so passes it along. 7 again. A lot of early 7s right now, and we've actually had some pretty effective blocks. You know, the 9 blocking out some of that early wood, and now the 6 being blocked out. No coordinated 6s. It's on Bucksas now, so the 6s are going to be opened up since Kuuchi and Bucksas share that coordinated 6. Looks like Hakuna might be one of the targets here, just because they do have their first settlement down, but I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to block like the 10 brick or something like that again.
Yeah, or the 8 wheat. 10 brick though, not a bad spot.
Yeah. Bucksas goes ahead and steals from Billy, taking him down to 3 resources. Bucksas looking for their own settlement here up to the northeast here on that 411 ore port. And that would actually coordinate their fours pretty nicely too.
Yeah, that would be, I mean, that's great for him once he gets there. He's going to get there, but
he'll get there.
Take some time.
Yeah, and perfect roll here. Another 5 for HakMatata gets them a brick, which they drop down a road for, and they have pretty much cleared out their hand. So HakMatata making pretty good settlements right now. Already on the brick port there, on the verge of settling down on the double 5 now. So once they get their production going, HakMatata actually has some good builds too. You know, they're 1 road and a settlement away from the 4.
Right.
And then it's basically just city time, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Kuuchi's got to be close to a city as well. They're probably thinking about who they can steal from to
get that.
To get even closer, yeah.
Yeah, they go for HakMatata. Oh no. We talked about this yesterday. I mean, I don't know if this is not paying attention or if they just thought the 8. Oh, Catan Champ confirms that the bot placed it because of time. Okay, that's unfortunate. He lost time on placing the robber, so he couldn't steal a resource. Unlucky.
Oh, bummer.
Unlucky. B-Dub here, actually, what's your thoughts on trying to bribe a resource when placing the robber?
I mean, you got to do it if you if you can, if you're trying to avoid losing something valuable, you know. Totally understand.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways you do give the information out that you do have something, but if they already know you have it, you're not really giving them any information, are you? They're already threatening to kind of take it away from you. So, is it against the rules? I don't think it is. I mean, if you read the rule book, it's definitely something that is possible. It just depends how how the table talk goes. How the players react. There's nothing illegal about it, right?
Right. So he had the city anyway, apparently.
Super had the city. So that 569 looks scary right now.
Oh wait, no, actually, so he traded with Billy. He gave Billy a wood and a wheat.
Wood, wheat, yeah. So now
Billy's probably sitting pretty with a settlement.
Yeah, really nice for them.
Maybe not.
Getting one of those wheat that they don't produce, and unfortunately, maybe they're still missing something like the brick here.
Yeah, I think it's got to be the brick, right?
Yeah, not sure if the 10s rolled out. I know the 5s have for sure, and the 6 as well. So maybe just missing that 10 brick they'll just have to wait a little bit on. In the meantime, 9s are still rolling, and that actually is double wheat now for Kuuchi. So that's looking real good. I mean, Kuuchi's game right now, getting that early city is huge. It's massive right now, especially if they do end up somehow settling down on this 6-3. All of a sudden, every 6 is double roads now.
Yeah, that's scary. This early in the game, he could cut off so many people or just kind of ruin the game for blue and orange down at the bottom of the map if he can.
Yeah, once they get that settlement down, let's say a 6 rolls,
just road.
That's immediate 8-5-10 cutoff that you were talking about at the beginning of the game. That would be tragic for Orange's game. You gotta think the robber has to start, floating towards Kuuchi's side of the board now with that huge city looming over everybody.
Yeah, even to break up his coordinated roads, that might be. I don't know if that's more important than blocking like his ore or wheat, but
yeah, that's a good.
It's definitely like a.
Oh no! The 9s rolled twice. Okay, the 9s rolled twice and the 5 just rolled. So Kuuchi is super close to another city here. Yeah. They might even be able to trade away for it. I don't know. That 6, like you said, being able to build out and stretch out on those double 6. I think breaking up the coordinated roads especially in this early part of the game, you know, even if he does city up the 2-6, you know, how impactful is that, right? Whereas if you break up these coordinated roads, I mean, you at least give yourself a chance to at least, you know, secure some of your own settlement places. Right, that might even mean Billy the Destroyer forgoes settling the 8-10 and just builds the road down to avoid being cut off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It might be kind of prudent to drop his road down on this turn just so he can, you know, feel secure.
Yeah, feel secure. That's one of the basic human needs, right? Is security and safety. You don't want Kuuchi just, you know, breathing down your neck the entire game. You don't want to feel that.
No.
Oh, I think Kuuchi's actually trying to make it happen. Yeah, 2 wheat for a road.
No way.
Oh.
No one's taking that.
HakMatata is gonna give it for 80% of a city. Is what HakMatata will do. It says, "I'll give you the road if you give me a city."
Yeah.
It's a ambitious trade.
I mean, what does 3 wheat give you though? Nothing really.
That's right.
HakMatata.
Yeah.
He needs ore.
HakMatata needs a ton of ore. Yeah, the wheat's not a problem. I mean, the 8 is blocked right now, but that's not going to be a big deal. The 4 is rolled though, so that's some extra ore out there. But again, more wheat for HakMatata.
And Billy is kind of suffering the no wheat game right here. I think he probably could have started buying dev cards. He might even have cityed up by now if he had gone on some wheat. Because I think he's got a couple. He might have 3 or 4 end right now.
He's definitely got 3 or 4 ore. The 4s and the 5s have hit a couple of times since throughout the game.
And he's also on the 3, which just rolled last turn. So
yeah. I mean,
a few turns ago.
I guess there might be a trade here, you know, if Billy's trying to get rid of, or HakMatata might be able to float him another one of those wheat, but I think it's still brick that's the problem, so maybe having to try to go to Kuuchi or Bucksas for that. I guess HakMatata has some too, so I think there may be a trade from Billy and HakMatata here, if they can find something mutually beneficial here. Sheep.
So he's offering out one of those rare sheep.
Rare sheep. Is that going to be a bite? Is that going to be... Wow. Super valuable sheep. These are like purebred. These are like purebred, top of the line sheep right here.
Yeah.
That is a lot. 3 wood, 2 wheat. That's a lot. Oh, some trade went through. With Bucksas there. So yeah, Bucksas did the wood.
Looks like it.
Looks like Bucksas did the wood. The city goes down. Billy the Destroyer 458. Wow, what do you think of that?
There's this, I mean, does it help him that much right now? No, but it's gonna help him eventually. His production was definitely on the lower end of the rest of the players, so now he's kind of evened out with them.
Yeah, staying on par. They set down their city on the 8-4-5, and then right away,
of course, he
Bucksas.
doubles up on the sheep, which is
still super rare. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So keeping up there, Kuuchi with the city, Billy with the city, and Bucksas as well. Hakuna being blocked out early, you know, drew a lot of attention. That 8 wheat there with the brick port. The robber's still sitting on there. No 7s yet to move it away here. The 8 rolls out. Unfortunate. That's so many wheat gone for Hak.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think he's in a tough spot right now. I mean, he's the only one with the city, and he's also the farthest away from another city, I think.
Farthest from the city, yeah, that's a good point there. I do think there will be maybe some abundance of ore here between the 4s and the 5s that maybe some other folks will trade out. But right now with the 9s rolling, that's more wood and more wheat out there. Kuuchi's sitting on 8 resources. What's Kuuchi sitting on? They had 2 ore before, they got some wood now. That's half their hand.
And they got the wheat.
Wheat from the 9. Trying to go 2 wheat for that road again. I think thankfully the 6s haven't been, you know, off the charts or anything this game. Otherwise blue and black would have so many more roads on this map.
Yeah, I think so.
But I feel like it is just a matter of time, right? It's
Right.
gotta come at some point.
But if it's not now, then it's definitely it's on the way. Yeah.
Yeah, and if it is later, I feel like it's more scary because then you'll have cities, you'll have double settlements on them, and it will be that 2 roads per person on there. Because even Bucksas is close to another city, I'm sure, on that 311, or at least they're gonna have that opportunity if they don't go for that settlement right away. I do think that settlement is huge for them though, getting that 4 wheat.
Yeah, and I think once Billy gets his 2 settlements down, he's not really worried about being, you know, Kuuchi can build as many roads as he wants, and or Bucksas could build as many roads as they want, because I mean green and orange are kind of already a little bit out of the road game, I think. I mean, green has potential, but his production is just not the same level with the black and blue who have cities on the 6s.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. Being blocked out early too on that 8 really slows down their game. But right now the 8 rolling out. That's some of that rare sheep, and yeah, Billy is shopping the sheep out there. Trying to go for a wheat. Just a single 1-to-1 straight across this time around instead of, you know, 1 sheep for 2 wheat or 1 sheep for 3 wood here.
Interesting.
Yeah, it won't be Kuuchi.
He might have the settlement now, right? With that, except for the wheat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 7 resources. It's only on Bucksas who's got 4 resources, and HakMatata who's got 6. Kuuchi's all out, so no trade there.
But if I'm Billy, I'm thinking if I don't get the wheat, I'm just dropping a road down to the 8-10 3-for-1 port.
Yeah, secure it.
Instead of holding with 7.
Deny that plow too. Yeah, 7 resources is a lot, especially no ports. And maybe not even a port for quite a few more rounds. You know, if they do build on the 8-10 first, it's going to be a while before they get their next road settle.
Yeah. He's down to 9 seconds for me.
No trade going through, looks like.
Oh, and he drops the road. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Drops the road. Ensures that stays true. Everybody hits on ore there on the 3, so that's fun. I think the only one that doesn't hit on that is Kuuchi there. I think that's going to accelerate the city game a little bit more now. Double sheep again on those 8s. Billy starting to use those sheep.
Yeah.
And once they get this 3-to-1 port, I mean
green is just in physical pain right now.
Yeah, it's so many 8s that they missed out on. We'll have to check the stats at the end here. I'm sure they've lost out on at least 6. I want to say 8 wheat.
That's terrible. Like, I feel for the man.
It's tough, you know. It's the old. You went 3-0. You did too good in prelims, and then somehow the robber just finds their way onto your territories, and it doesn't move for the majority of the game.
Yeah, that's so unlucky. Hasn't been like the last 7 was, you know, I don't know if there was a single city
Mm-hmm.
up when the last 7 rolled.
Oh wow, one of the other semifinals has it's over already. Nutty won in a landslide. Yo, congratulations, Nutty. We are just getting started with our game.
Wow.
10-4-4-3.
Oh my god.
10-4-4-3. Yeah. Scoot
So
and Blob with 4s and Bobby No with 3.
Longest road, largest army.
Longest road, largest army.
That'll do it.
Oh, unreal.
Would love to see those dice stats.
Well, that's one of my predictions busted. But hey,
Well,
good for
Blob.
Nutty. Good for Nutty. That's right, you had Blob too. Oh, there it is, the coordinate
Okay,
6. That's double road right there.
See, just in time.
Just in
That
time.
could have been Billy's game right there.
That could have been it. Oof. That's so scary now. Every 6. Now, I'm just looking. Where else can they cut off to? I think the sheep is big for them. I'm not sure if Woodport really is that big for them.
They should just build a road. No, I don't. At this point, I would take the 3-for-1 over that.
Yeah.
So maybe
just get that
build a road down to
9-10.
the 9-10.
Yeah, hold on, say 50% of your 50% of your settlement. Yeah, I'd just go for the 9-10.
It gives you the flexibility to have a 3 resource or 3 weed on a 9.
Yeah.
Goes well with your port.
Goes with that 3-1. I think I agree there. I mean, you're not really racing to cut off anybody. I don't know. Do you drop your other road on the 6-3 just so that Bucksas can come down and take it? I don't think Bucksas is eyeing it up really. I think that 4 wheat is too important for them to detour and build down towards that 6-3. So I don't even feel like you have to protect that side.
Well,
Oh, they are playing a very territorial.
I mean, he might as well.
Mm-hmm.
He only had 2 wood and 2 brick in hand, so. And I don't know if I think people might be too scared to trade with him now.
That's true, yeah. And I mean, it's great to clear out your hand as much as you can, put those down. I mean, you guarantee the value of those cards. 9 rolls out, that puts Billy at 8 resource, Bucksas in 10, and we see Zach Newsy in the chat. Congrats.
Oh, nice man.
We'll see them in the finals soon. We'll see who joins them here. Right now, the score is 4-3-3-3 across the board. So taking a little bit to ramp things up here, but I think we're almost at that point where folks are going to get their 4th point of production down. They're going to start building up the rest of the cities. You know, right now there's already 4 cities out on the board. But I think things will start accelerating pretty quickly here.
Think so. I mean, honestly, all they need is for the 7 to move, and then people will start buying development cards.
That's right. That 7 does need to hit at least 1 time in the next round, hopefully. No, there was, 3, 4, maybe even 5 7s early on, fairly quickly, in succession, and then all of a sudden they just dried up.
Right. It's been a long time.
Yeah, looks like Billy trying to manufacture a trade here. I would assume that they do have a settlement down, but they did use a wood and a brick to build that road, so maybe they have to try and find that wooden brick back from somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they might have, I
think they got a brick on a 10 earlier, but that might have been the brick.
They have, at least 4 sheep in hand.
At least 4 sheep. Oh yeah, from the 8s.
So they're probably not able to settle with just the wheat. Yeah, so there's the 4-for-1 for the wheat. And I think he's still short wood and brick. But he picks up a brick there, so.
And there's that brick on the 10, yeah.
He's getting there.
They 4-for-1 for some of that rare wheat. Hopefully no one steals it from them. Frank's asking who placed first. That was that 569. Beautiful spot. So 10 now, passing to Bucksas on 10 resources. You feel like they've got to be able to make a settlement out of that, right? But Bucksas really isn't on, too many things that... what do they have? The 11 probably hasn't rolled for them either, so I don't think they've got wheat. I think they've just got a bunch of wood and brick in hand, right? And a few ore.
Think so, yeah.
So that's pretty tough to make a settlement. Yeah, they're trying to give away some of that wood and ore and trying to get some wheat out of it. And I'm sure HakMatata would have tried to make this trade if they had any wheat from that 8.
I think Kuuchi's the one who has maybe HakMatata has 1 or 2 from the 4.
Might have got 1 from the 4, so that's a good trade for them.
I mean, I know Kuuchi has 2 wheat, and that's it, right?
Yeah, just holding on to it. Maybe they're not so interested in the wood and the ore since they have the 665. Maybe just didn't want to give them a settlement at this point.
Right. All they need is to wait for a 6th roll, and then they need to find the sheep somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, they get the settlement down. Bucksas now trying to either trade with the port. Maybe he thought that was a 3-to-1 port. Don't tell me that's what you're doing, Bucksas.
Oh no. No, I don't think so. I think he's just got so much wood.
He does have a lot.
He doesn't really need at the moment.
Yeah, he's on the 69 there. Maybe just trying to. He goes 4-to-1. What's the next one? Oh, they are going down. They're gonna point down. So
nice.
They are gonna go down 3, 4, 8, and they're gonna get to that 83. Not bad for them. It gets them onto that rare sheep for them. They're not producing any on their own right now, so they may actually have a bit of development card potential later on here.
Yeah, I like how this has gone for them, honestly. It might be better, in fact, to just build down to the 3-8 instead of the 6-3.
Mm-hmm.
In the long term. I mean, he's gonna have plenty of roads. He could still, sneakily cut his way through the middle and connect for a super long road.
Oof. 5 roads? I mean, that's basically 2 6s, right?
Yeah, especially if the ore port, if he's got the ore port now, so if a 4-3 roll, something like that.
Yeah.
You can see it happening. Something to keep an eye on, but
that'd be real sneaky.
He's got other priorities at the moment.
Yeah, it'd be on Kuuchi to try and block that, with a couple of roads there, and then, they'd still have a pretty good shot at longest road themselves too. So it might just come down to timing for whoever gets that longest road back and forth. Trade's trying to come out. Kuuchi wants to give HakMatata wheat for sheep.
Timing longest road is one of those real. He got it.
Yeah, trade goes through. 4-to-1, 2-to-1.
Oh my god.
Wheat or HakMatata.
In the city?
Where's it going?
Where's he gonna put it?
5, 9, 10.
Yeah, nice. Need that flexibility with the brick port.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, and the 7. What a turn. Kuuchi rejoices.
Oh my god.
Finally.
Huge turn for HakMatata.
Yo, semi-finals, table 4. Wait, maybe I breaking news this. Oh, might as well. Breaking news. Semi-final, table 4 finds Yelfs qualifying with 10 points. Buckets, 8. Jomar, 6. Japetus, 5. Congratulations, Yelfs, for making it through. So we got Nusi. We've got Yelfs. And Yelfs played really well yesterday, too. That was going to be my second pick from that table, was Yelfs.
I don't know if I caught any of his games, but Here, I'm gonna tab over to table 1, and I'll give you an update.
Nice. Oh, this is so good. Hate to see it in chat. Jomar says his internet went out for the first 30 minutes. Oh no, not like this.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, you hate to see it. You hate to hear about it. Knight here, or no, yeah. 7, just the 7, no knights. Actually, no one's bought any dev cards, have they? The robber moves on to the 9 wood, so slowing things down here.
9 wood.
Yeah, that's Kuuchi moving it, so I mean, Kuuchi definitely doesn't want to block any of their own.
Yeah.
It'd be
that makes sense then.
Pretty unfortunate to self-block at this point for them. I don't think they're willing to do that just yet.
Sure. Ready for an update?
Give it to me.
We got Ion showing 7, 2 knights played, 2 development cards. Motu 7 points with a 9 road longest road, which looks to be pretty much unbeatable. Pecoria with 5 points, but 3 unplayed development cards. And Lucian with 7 points, 1 unplayed development card. But you gotta think Ion has largest army.
Largest army, yeah.
He has 2 knights played, and everyone else has 1 or 0, and then he's got 2 unplayed devs. So,
wow.
I'm giving the edge to Ion right now.
Ion or Wheat Sheep. That's what they played in one of their earlier prelims too, and they just keep buying dev cards, Got super lucky. I've seen them get so lucky. I think he was one of the ones that got 2 monos yesterday, like double mono. But I've seen them get road builders. It's nuts what cards they pull.
Oh, so Ion just won. He just played his last night and he had a VP.
There it is. Unstoppable. Ion undefeated to the finals here. Undefeated to the finals. Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Ion. Kuuchi gets the settlement down on the 6, and it immediately rolls after that. Now that's triple wood on the 6. They still get the double brick, but it's still hard to trade up for that settlement for them. Billy the Destroyer gets their settlement down on the 8-10 to the north, and they're going to be looking down towards the south to get another settlement down on another 8-10. Bucksas with the 7s now. The 7's starting to roll out. Where's this going to go, though? They're on blue as well, so the coordinate 6s stay open for now, but this probably means it moves over towards something like the 5 or I would presume.
Yeah, 5 or 9, I'm thinking.
5 or 9, yeah. Some of that wheat might be important to block out here too now. I'm not sure the ore will do too much good here for Kuuchi, but I guess they have a 6-3 that can go up.
I think you block the wheat just to keep him off a settlement as long as you can.
I think I agree there. The settlement is the most urgent issue for them, and it really helps them get their economy going, especially with all these trades here. The sheep is probably the biggest thing, though, getting the settlement down to get access to that 10 sheep. If you can keep Kuuchi off of sheep, their development card game really doesn't take off at all.
Right. And yeah, I think Billy urgently needs to get his development card game going, or else he's just gonna be done. Oh wow, look at that.
I mean, it's another 6. It's another 6. I think Kuuchi chose right at the beginning of the game. Bet on 6s. Coordinated 6 roads are paying off to some extent. I mean, they're in the lead for now. The 5 comes after. That's double ore.
Unfortunately, in the lead in the mid game usually doesn't doesn't spell great things for the late game.
Yeah, you get focused down quite a bit, right?
But I mean, he just picked up 2.5 roads, so anything is possible.
Yeah, Kuuchi on 11 resources though. Again, I mean, 2 rolls of 6s, that means most of it is going to be wood. But now that you're overproducing wood on that 6...
Oh, yeah. No, he has what?
It should be 6... what do they have? I'm pretty sure it's... No, 3, 2, 2... Was it 2?
He's got 5 ore. Or he's got 2 ore and then like a bunch of wood and brick. I think that's it.
2 ore, 6 and 2. I think they might be able to make one more thing. I think they're trying to get one of either wheat or sheep. And then they can 4 to 1 their wood for it.
Yeah, but I don't think they have a double 4 for 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no
Either
one's giving me
or.
that.
Yeah, Kuuchi trying to give some rock for sheep. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I don't think anyone wants to give them their 6 point. I mean,
No.
that's a pretty critical tipping point again. You know, as again 3 to 1 port, rare sheep that they no longer need to trade with anyone for. They wrap around 2 more roads down to the wood port. 3 roads make it, and that's gonna be longest road. And there is a chance here to actually build out onto the 83 before they get to the 3 to 1, which also blocks Bucksas.
Well, any of his settlements down there would block Bucksas, right?
True. Yeah, onto that wood port on the raw 3. That would definitely do it too. And that gives them wood port access, especially with that 6 wood. Yeah, Puppet, I don't think there's been a single dev card.
Nope.
The ore wheat sheep players have not had the full combination yet. Billy the Destroyer just reached the 8 wheat up north, and Kuuchi has yet to reach sheep.
Well, he's got the 3 sheep. But
Well,
that's not...
has yet to reach good sheep, good consistent sheep.
Yeah.
We've been looking at this 8 and this 10 sheep, and
Yeah.
I think 1-3
So
has rolled, right? 1-3 has rolled for them on the sheep.
I think so. Now you gotta block the 6 wood, right?
6 wood is so big. If you're Billy, yeah, Billy would definitely love to do it here. I mean, brick is possible too. The wood is just so much production there for everybody. But I could definitely see you blocking off brick so that, you know, Billy's making double brick on the 10. There's a chance that they might be able to trade out for that if they still need to make some trades happen. Because they need wood, right? Billy's only on the 11 wood. But
Yeah.
They're going to go ahead and block the 6. There's just too much production there. That's 5 resources every 6. It's just too much going on there. They do steal from Kuuchi though. Kuuchi's on that 7, leading the pack right now. 7-4-4-4. I do feel like with the right rolls, HakMatata might be able to get themselves back in the game, and the 5 may be one of those numbers, but it does also give double ore to everybody else.
Yeah, 5 is big for him though.
I think with 2 5s there, they definitely are able to trade out a couple. Oh, Bucksas wants to give 2 wood for 4 brick. Oh, I think he did that backwards. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No,
So
no.
he's-
Oh.
I think he, what is he doing here?
Yeah, 2 wood for 2 ore, 2 wood for 4 brick. I guess maybe an overabundance of wood here, and 4 brick is 2 of anything. Billy goes ahead and trades for the 2 ore, it looks like. So this might actually be 2 to 1 with the ore port, and they get the settle down on the 8-3, cuts off Kuuchi. What's going on, Sasa? And the 8 rolls instantly for a rare sheep. Good for you, Bucksas.
Now Billy's finally getting his paired wheat and sheep.
Yeah, Billy gave away a couple of ore there on that last turn. They made that trade happen. But Billy here should be able to get their settlement down on the 8-10, and their production and their port, all of that's probably going to lead to a second city fairly quickly, I think. And then hopefully dev cards. Hopefully just straight into dev cards.
Would you buy some dev cards first, or would you get a city up?
Where's Billy going to be at? He's going to spend 4 resources, maybe more if he needs to trade out for it. I think he's going to have to get Robert here first. But I think he might actually pull a dev card or 2 first before he gets that second city down. Just because that 8 is not going to produce enough unless enough wheat for him to actually get a city, I think. So get a couple dev cards first, protect your numbers, and then probably straight into devs after that. I think Kuuchi's game is a little bit slowed down now, especially again being locked off of that 8 sheep. I mean, they're not going to have the dev cards for it, but maybe Kuuchi just goes ahead and just builds out the hard way here. Dang. Yeah. I feel so bad for Billy there. That 7 was critical. 2 wood, sheep, double ore. Ooh. That was a lot of resources.
So he's still got a sheep and a wheat, and you gotta think he's got brick, right?
Yeah,
so he might still need a wood, but I think wood is probably the most plentiful resource at the moment, besides maybe ore.
Yeah, tough to trade out there for it. I think Kuuchi here is mostly on ore. A lot of the wood might be off the table at this time right now. I'm sure they would have kept one if they had to throw away that many. Kuuchi moves and steals from HakMatata. Hak on 0 cards now. Kuuchi is going to be on 7 here. Still waiting for that settlement down. Of course, now Woodport is no longer an option, so it is only the 9, 10, 3 to 1 on the southeast that they can look at. All those roads, and longest road here is actually going to get pretty cramped out here. Only 3 more segments at the max for Kuuchi to max out at 8.
Yeah, I mean, that bears well for, or bodes well for Bucksas in the future.
Yeah,
if they can stretch the game out.
If they can stretch the game out, if they can get a couple fancy 6s, it's going to be tough for them. I think Bucksas is kind of in this in-between of wanting to build those roads and still trying to city up and maybe get a few dev cards. So it's almost like a bit of a jack of all trades, master of none here. I'm not sure which way Bucksas is actually going to go with this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the easiest might be to try and build out to this 11, 12, maybe wrap their way around that way, and then look at coming back through the middle to connect.
I think so. Something to consider, though, is that nobody has played a single night.
True.
So if you were able to sustain even just like buying 1 dev card per turn, then you could lock up army in just a matter of turns, right? The first person to play a knight could possibly just by default win largest army.
Very true. I think Kuuchi would love to try and do that. They 4 for 1 the ore. They get the sheep, and that's the settlement down. A 5 rolls immediately. Triple brick though for HakMatata. Don't sleep on him yet. But Kuuchi here gets the settlement down, and Billy follows up immediately here. We are ramping up into the end, but Kuuchi's already at 8 points. Billy now rolling in triple sheep with a wheat there on the 8 roll, but the 6 comes right back after.
Wow.
I wonder if the table tries to give Bucksas the road here. I mean, not that they have a lot of resources to give, it's mostly on Bucksas.
Yeah, I think whatever they can give Bucksas is like equal to or less than what Kuuchi produces on his own.
True. HakMatata trades across to Bucksas. And they 2 for 1 for ore. There's the first development card of the game. HakMatata is the one, and that's another 6. Back to back. That's Kuuchi's 12 cards here. Road is extended 1, 2, and 3. That's the max road.
See, I don't know if I think I would have. So he has plenty of roads to play with now because he's maxed out. I would have built a couple roads back from the 5, 6, 9 just to make sure blue can't connect.
Yeah, 2 roads there just to make sure you cut that off. That's really all you need.
Even if you can put 1.
Yeah, they had 4 roads in there.
Down right now just to kind of pressure them. I think that's the move.
No, they build out on the 9 on the coasts.
Mm.
Looking for the
That
9-12.
might be a little short-sighted. Because if they can give Bucksas just a couple more, maybe what does he need? Just like one or two more brick, he can build 3 roads.
Yeah, Bucksas is on two already, 2 roads already for sure.
Yeah, so
just
we'll
one
see
more.
how this goes. But it might have been short-sighted to build up that way instead of securing his long-term road potential.
Yeah, Billy the Destroyer here. Now it's their turn. 8 rolled twice, so that's going to be 6 sheep, 2 wheat in hand. They're on a 3-1 port. Here's your question: is it dev cards first? Which I think is actually the only thing that they will be able to make. I don't think they have the resources for anything else. Yeah, that's double dev card there. Bye.
Because, well, now HakMatata is going to have the night lead, you need to. And that's
chase.
your only win condition if you're Billy, right?
I think so.
Unless he.
You're looking down the middle.
Down 4 roads and connect through the middle, but that's highly unlikely.
That is a pipe dream if I've ever seen one. But I guess that exists. Maybe it's a road building card plus 2 natural roads, and then all of a sudden you've got longest road for 7. Oh, I mean, Bucksas.
Oh, that hurts. So yeah, a road builder and then a 10 and an 8 gives him the long, like the
natural
connection right there. So I guess it's not too out there, but you don't plan for that kind of thing. It just kind of happens.
Yeah. Yos. Sorry, Ian. Thanks for the tier 1. Appreciate it. Welcome back to the flock for a 3rd month. Fluffy's in chat for that. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good weekend, bro.
So, I think maybe I'm way off on this, but I think the table kind of needs to start thinking about giving Bucksas the 3 roads to connect.
Yeah, I agree. Bucksas having to go away 3 of their own wood and a brick, so that's already 1 road down. I don't know if anyone else is truly producing the resources to build, though. HakMatata has some brick, but that's about it.
That's true. That's a good point.
I'm sure HakMatata might be willing to trade some of that brick, but at the same time, they're on that brick port, so it's tough for HakMatata to give away brick at a good price. No, they're going to go ahead for it, though. That's going to be wheat for brick, and that's just going to be straight across 1 for 1. HakMatata actually getting more dev cards now, but still not playing any knights, though.
If he has a knight, he should play it. Otherwise, Billy's just going to outproduce him for dev cards now.
I have to say hi to Nova out there. Hi, Nova. That's my little niece. It's cute. Kuuchi here, rolling the 8 out, so that is the 8 that Billy needs there. But yeah, HakMatata, 2 cards in hand. I don't know what Billy will be able to play out here. 2 hits for some more wood. I mean, if it hits, great. So Billy on 10 resources right now, most of that coming from the 8 sheeps and wheats. They do have 2 development cards. I don't know, I mean, too early for monopolies, right?
Right.
Too early.
I think he just plays the knight, puts it on the 6, and then hopefully Bucksas has a knight, and he'll move it back to the 9. That's something you might like table talk about. Is like, okay, if you have a knight,
yeah,
we because the 9 is what needs to be blocked, I think, just because that's kind of like the key to him getting another settlement or development card, or even a city. I guess he could go, but.
I mean, they could race, right now and just race dev card. But, I mean, they have to make up 5 points in dev cards. I mean, 2 from largest, and then maybe you're lucky with 3 points. Maybe you pull something like a mono or a yop, and then you get your city up. But it still seems pretty far away for Billy right now.
Yeah, well, what I'm thinking is, like, you have to you have to secure the army, right? Because if someone else takes that, then it's over for you no matter what.
True.
Unless you get lucky like me and pull 3 victory points.
Never say never, right? There's the first. There's the first knight goes over onto the 9 wood. You're gonna steal from HakMatata and try to steal something from them. Maybe trying to.
Maybe an ore or something.
Yeah. So still on 11 resources, 1 dev card now in the pocket, and they do have the first knight out for largest army. That's another dev card built. And a third. Yep.
That's probably what I would have done too. I don't know. I'm assuming that Bucksas has a knight and he'll just move it back to Kuuchi at the moment, but
yeah, Kuuchi, such a big target on their back now with that 8 there. 8 points. They're so close.
Yeah, so I think Billy probably knew that they were going to end up blocking Kuuchi again. Blocking the 5, I guess is good because you're double blocking, and Billy he's getting stronger. But I think like leaving those 6s and 9s open for Kuuchi is just like asking to lose on this turn.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that there too. But I guess at least Bucksas does get one of their knights out there. The 11 rolls. That's going to be some wood and some wheat here. And Bucksas is actually not even building towards Longest Road. They actually kind of loop themselves back around here on the 6, 11, 12. Wow.
It's a little surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, the connecting inside is ambitious for sure, but if you're on double 6s and people are willing to help, like, I think it's doable.
Yeah, another 8 rolls out here. Great to see for Billy here, and pretty good for HakMatata. DKN in chat notes that it actually says 7 segments of Longest Road for Kuuchi when there are actually 8 out there in this Longest Road. I hope that doesn't come into effect into this game.
Is that bugged?
It's either a visual bug or hopefully it's not an actual counting bug where someone can actually steal Longest Road on 8. Maybe just visual. Hopefully.
Maybe.
They didn't want to fix it. Well, as long as it still counts proper, right? As long as it's still 8 roads and can't be stolen, then I don't think it'll make a huge deal. Here, I'll even draw an 8 on there. How about that? There you go. I'll draw an 8 there. All is well in the world now. Oh, Catan Champs actually says you can steal it with 8 roads. It actually counts as 7 according to the game.
So how does
I did not know that.
The tournament? What are the tournament rules on that? Is that just like tough luck for Kuuchi?
Must be. Good question. I think it'll only come into play if Bucksas ends up stretching for Longest Road here. And Bucksas would have to be at, 8 roads. Well, they should be at 9. So I guess the question is, does it reset once Bucksas builds 8 or 9?
I wonder.
Yeah. Let's just hope it doesn't happen. Yeah. That's a good answer. HakMatata here, they get a knight out of their own here, but I'm pretty sure Billy's got the lead on this. 3 dev cards. I mean, if none of those are knights, let's hope that Billy can do something with the rest of those cards. But for now, it's still HakMatata here on 1 city, triple settlements. They move it over. It's actually the 8 sheep that's blocked. Okay. The focus shifting away from these 6s, and Kuuchi takes advantage of that. And there's going to be some 6s.
Yeah, I mean, this is his window. The heat is kind of off him, apparently.
The heat is off, yeah. Road settlement here on the 912 is what it looks like. we're aiming for. I'm a little bit surprised, you know, despite Billy being at 3 dev cards and 5 points, I don't think they were imminently close. I think Kuuchi was still, you know, if Kuuchi gets his 9th point down,
right,
it's very tough to block out.
Once he gets the settlement, once he gets the settlement down anywhere, there's like nothing you can do to stop him. Yeah. I think, because anywhere you block him, he's still gonna have such high production that he'll either be able to trade it in for a city or road settle again.
Yeah, and I mean, if their production is this good too, I think they might still be able to buy some dev cards and maybe fish for that point there too. I think the settlement is necessary first, just to get to that 9.
I think so. I think he might just build a settlement and buy a couple dev cards. Or 1 dev card.
1 at a time for Kuuchi. I don't think their production's that good for dev cards.
Did a 5 might have rolled, so he might have 2
7, 11, 2, 8, 3.
7, 11.
Yeah, I think they might be able to trade in. Like, they've got this 3-to-1 port, so you might be able to.
No, first priority's got to be the road.
Oh.
Okay, so.
All right, they build 3 roads. To make sure that they
Only
block orange and blue, so they have secured longest road.
Right.
For now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so okay. You know, 2 would have blocked blue from connecting. The 3rd one here prevents orange from coming down and getting longest road.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah, Billy here with a 2nd knight. That's going to be 2 being played out here. They're going to move it off of the 8. Seems to be Catan Champs. Thanks, Kuuchi. Saved the tournament. Yeah, it is going to be a non-factor here, hopefully. The 10 rolls out. That's double brick for Billy. Might be good if they want to build out somewhere here. They do have options out around the northwest to build some more settlements if they feel like it. But yeah, the 10 does actually hit a sheep for Kuuchi too. So if Kuuchi wants to start, you know, reaching out for those settlements and dev cards, it's possible. Memento's asking, yeah, but didn't he just use all of his roads? Sure did. So there is definitely still opportunity here for Bucksas to, you know, wrap around this eastern edge and maybe get longest road out here.
Oh wait, yeah. So Kuuchi is out of roads.
Kuuchi's
so
totally out.
He can't even build another settlement.
Oh wait. Oh no. You're so right. I thought we had the 912 road down. We did not. I'd just been talking about it for the whole time. You're super right. He actually blocked himself out. Oh no.
So he's still in danger.
Oh no. He's still in danger of losing road, and he blocked himself out of being able to build a settlement. Oh no.
Yeah, I wonder if that's a mistake. Like maybe you just risk letting Billy connect his roads.
Yeah.
And because I think that 9th point is so important for your win. Because like his road window will eventually close if the game keeps going.
Yeah. I think getting the road settled down was of utmost importance. It didn't look like Bucksas was going to do it. Maybe Billy was, but I think you take your chances on that, right? I don't know. That's
I think so.
Yeah.
Like, how many can HakMatata? You know, if another 5, 9, if the 5s and 9s get going, like he could sneak around the upper left corner and connect as well.
Yeah, that's right. HakMatata can definitely do that. You know, they've got this whole build out here. That could be a big sneak there. But they need to hit some pretty good consecutive rolls. You know, the 9, 5, 10. You've got to hit quite a few of those. Also, shout out to Goon, Sasa in chat.
Yeah, but I mean, if he just throws down 2 roads up up from the 5, 9, 10,
Mm-hmm.
up and left. Like that's a good start. And then
That's a great settlement
what is
too.
it? Yeah.
There's the 9 that we're talking about. Showtime in chat calling out the huge plays on the semifinal, the last table before we move on into the finals. We picked a good one. We picked a good table to watch.
Yeah. I had a feeling this one would go long. I don't know.
Just to feel it, right? Just to feel it. And the stretch down to the 9-12 cuts off Kuuchi. I don't know where Kuuchi's other points are coming from, guys.
I mean, he's got 2 settlements he can.
City.
City.
But that 9's blocked off. The 5 is
of,
usually blocked.
Yeah, he's in a tough spot now.
Really tough. And Bucksas here, don't sleep on Bucksas. 6 points the hard way. 5 segments of road. It's actually not that far off for Bucksas to still steal the road here.
And I think people are, you know, Billy with 4 unplayed development cards and 2 knights down already is probably the new leader.
That is actually pretty scary. You know, 1 more down puts you at 7th. The potential there. HakMatata here roads off onto the 4 on the northeast there, and then roads off way on the west here onto the 5. So splitting the roads a little bit here. Settlement goes down right away. HakMatata at 6 now.
Nice.
Second road comes down. Another settlement.
Wow.
Huge turn. That was the road building there. And so they get double settlements on this turn. 7 points, HakMatata.
That's massive.
And they are only 4 roads away from connecting.
Yep.
So they're there. They're
Don't
close.
say I didn't call it, guys.
7 rolls out. Nobody gets robbed. BillyDestroy on 2 resources now. Has to make a choice now. Do we still rob from Kuuchi, or do we shift over to Bucksas and HakMatata? Maybe the 4? Maybe the 4 wheat. I don't know. What else do they share? The 9? The 9 wood might be one. Actually, right now, you know, 9 wood to keep them from building these roads out. I mean, that's mostly HakMatata block. The 6s are still going to give Bucksas longest road. No, they block the 5 brick. HakMatata is the leader.
Ooh.
At least that's what Billy decides. Oh, the 2 roads to come down and shut that down.
All right.
And that's actually their road building. That's 2 road buildings out back-to-back turns. Yep. Oh, it was the 4 that rolled. So no knight was played there. I think Billy the Destroyer was waiting to play that road building.
He didn't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because no one else had a dev card, so he was happy to just sit on it.
That's right. Bucksas just buying this dev card, even though they were at the 2 knights here. Not enough yet. And so this actually gives Billy Destroyer another spot for a settlement out on that 3-1 port desert. But it also, more importantly, cuts off Akuna's chances at that longest road.
All the players can still take road though, except for Kuuchi.
You're right. Kuuchi is they're holding on to it for now, but everyone still has enough wiggle room to be able to build out onto it. What's going on, Lucifer? So yeah, I mean, HakMatata might still be able to wrap around here and then build 3 more roads down. That unfortunately does give them 9, sorry.
Yeah.
Gives them the 9 that they need. I mean, 8 on this bugged board. Billy here is already stretched out on 4 at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more they can add to this to make their own 9. And that's going to be a 10 for the bricks here. HakMatata on 6 resources. Do they stretch out for longest road, or do they try, which is what they're doing here in the trades, try to get a city up?
I think it's probably unlikely that people would trade.
Double or, yeah.
Maybe, I mean, Bucksas might have, but he has no cards.
That's right, Bucksas all out right now. It's getting pretty close. I mean, Kuuchi I don't think is going to win this one anymore. They're stuck on the hard 8 points now with that longest road. That's pretty precarious. Billy, though, 5 points, 3 cards. Let's say one of those is a knight. That's going to be 2 points for 7, and then maybe another hidden 2 for 9. Is Billy almost there?
I think Billy's closer than we might think. But what's crazy is, like, if there had been like 5, 5, 9, 6 rolled, Kuuchi just would have won next turn.
Kuuchi could have just won, yeah.
he would have probably been able to build 2 cities with that. There's a 5. He might have a city right now. You know?
Wow, and the 5 block on the brick pays off as HakMatata is denied 4 brick. And Kuuchi goes 3-1 to the wood port for some wheat. And that's going to be a city. 9 points right now. So close, Kuuchi. The 6 rolls, that's going to be roads galore here. Billy the Destroyer first, though. What do they have in hand?
Well, I think he's got to play a knight now, right? If he has one.
I think so. I think so. I mean, unless he's got something like the monopoly that they're holding on to. Maybe he takes this just to deny people, but I don't think there's enough resources out there. You know?
Yeah, look at how many cards are out there. It's nothing. You'd
only be able to take maybe 5 or 6 wood, and that's about it. And that'd probably be your max pull from everybody else. It's tough. I'm sure they want to get a settlement down. I'm sure they want to play that knight out there. It probably means they don't have the 10 here. And if it goes all the way back around to Kuuchi, maybe they trade up for a dev card, or maybe they get some lucky rolls and that's the city for the win.
Yeah.
Billy buys out here.
The window is still open.
The window's still open.
Oh, maybe he doesn't have a knight. Or maybe he's just waiting. He's trying to... I bet he's trying to extort someone.
Yo, Lord of Catan 69 gifting tier 1s, 1 out to Catan Champ and 1 to Ivy. Big appreciation from us here.
Thanks, man.
Fluffy's in chat for that one. Thanks so much. We see you. We appreciate that. So yeah, Billy the Destroyer here. They end up with 4 dev cards here, still on 7 resources. Still some time to do a little bit here. 30 seconds on the clock ticking down.
You've got to think he's like threatening to rob someone.
It's extortion.
Trying to get a trade.
Right,
yeah.
But I'm not sure. I guess the attention was taken off Kuuchi for so long.
There's no way he doesn't play a knight, right?
I mean, if he doesn't have one.
Oh my lord.
He did it.
Monopoly for wood.
He did it for the wood. Billy's got wood. Billy's got wood. Knight. How much did he take? Kuuchi had 3, Bucksas 2. I think that was it. I think it was just the straight 5 here to try and save the game. Now 5 wood doesn't get you a lot. That's a 3 to 1.
I think he had 7 cards before.
Yeah. Like I said, 5 or 6 wood, and that's about it. It's going to be a 3 to 1 for a wheat here.
Unless he can... No, there's no way. Unless he has, like, longest road somehow.
I'm not sure that'll come. All the road buildings were played. We just played a mono, so there's no knight coming this turn around. Maybe Billy's just on 3 points here. Billy might not have the knight in hand, which means Bucksas could actually take it on the next turn.
Yeah, if a 6 rolls...
Take largest army.
He could. Okay, so he gets a city up.
City up, and they pass along. I think Billy's stuck at 9 points. Maybe.
You think you think he has 3 VPs? I
Was the mono bigger than stealing army here? Because now Bucksas holds it, and Bucksas is only segments of road away here.
I mean, you gotta think. That's what he...
Maybe he didn't think the game would end on Bucksas, since Bucksas only has 1 resource right now. So unless he stole a road and rolls a 6 for 2 more, then unlikely that Bucksas would get 2 more points off of this one. So Billy counting on the game to go a little bit longer to get that army back.
So hard to get army back though.
Hard.
When someone already took it, but
yeah, I mean maybe the mono was more urgent than playing the knight there, and maybe it did kind of save the game for now. But yeah, Kuuchi on 4 resources, threatening at 9. Bucksas here is on 8 with a hidden dev card here, so we do have to watch out for that. But only 2 resources for them. HakMatata is on 3 resources, so depending on the next roll, I mean 5s are great for them. They have 1 hidden resource, but they're only at 7 points. Seems a little bit farther away from HakMatata.
Yeah, I don't know. Nobody has any cards right now, so it's hard to...
Yeah, it all comes down to these next few rolls, I think. The next few rounds.
It's looking like it.
Let the dice decide.
Great for, I mean, it's great for Kuuchi, right? Because people aren't able to steal road yet. So
That's
still
right.
has a chance.
Still,
He has,
yeah.
He's got the gambler's chance right now. 6 and 9. He lives and dies by 5, 6, 9 right now.
Yeah, and it is, like you said, the window is still open here as the 7 rolls, and it might actually clear it off of Kuuchi somehow. It almost feels like they've got to...
Well, I think people are... You got to stop Billy, right?
It feels like it. It doesn't feel like Kuuchi's imminently going to win here. They actually rob the 10s here, take 1 from Billy. The knight immediately back onto the 5. Okay.
Oh, and they take 1 from Kuuchi.
And
okay.
take 1 from Kuuchi, so spread the love out a little bit there. So Kuuchi only on 3 resources, unlikely to be able to build a city on this next roll, but maybe still a dev card. I don't know if they've got the trade for it. Probably not if it's all wooden brick.
I might have just double robbed Billy.
I think so. I don't think Kuuchi had any way to generate another point on that one.
No, not with just 1 roll. 1 roll doesn't do it for him, I don't think.
Yeah, maybe the double steal on Billy would have been the play there. But now it's still trying to trade out brick for something else. I feel like it's a little bit too late to be looking to your table mates for that.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not going to call them teammates at this point. Table mates for sure. So it's every player for themselves right now. HakMatata stuck on 5 resources. I don't think there's going to be much more here. Maybe a dev card and a pass, but if they're looking for that. Bucksas with the trade. Is Bucksas hoping to take longest road on their next turnaround? HakMatata, the 2 for 1 for ore. They buy another dev card, and they're back where they started. The 5 does roll, though, but that ore blocked out. 4 brick in HakMatata's hands, and nothing for Kuuchi. They pass on to Billy. 6 points, 3 devs in hand. They're thinking about a knight right here.
Where are we?
They are.
Oh,
they
wow,
throw
so
it down.
But he didn't take army.
Didn't take army, and yeah, I guess they throw it out now. Clear out the 5.
That surprises me.
That surprises me. We're gonna have another turn if Bucksas has anything to say about it, though. Yeah, Billy might have just drawn it. Might have just bought that one the turn before, so he could be sitting on again.
You're right.
This could still be sitting on again 2 more cards here, and I feel like with 1 mono played out, there's no way Billy has 2 monos, right?
Well,
we've seen it before.
You can never say never.
Never say never, and I think he's hustling right now. He puts it down onto the 9 wheat, blocking off Bucksas and Kuuchi. The steal here, I think you go either way. You know that Kuchi's probably on wood and brick. Bucksas, though, I don't remember. Didn't track that one.
So Billy's just trying to build a settlement and then buy, right?
I think that's the play. If they're on 8 especially. Let's see what this roll is all about here. The roll is a 4. That's double ore for them.
So maybe a city.
Maybe a city in hand. I think a 10 rolled before that, sometime ago. So Billy has sheep triple brick. Sheep triple brick and double ore. Kind of an odd configuration of resources, which is only enough to trade away for another dev card. And that's the 3 brick for a wheat. So 4 resources, which I don't think...
This reminds me of my second game yesterday.
Where you just have to draw down, and then all of a sudden it's all VPs at the end. Yeah, Billy passes 3 dev cards. The 6 hits on Bucksas's turn. I think we're about to see the game here.
Well, let's see. No 3 for 1. He's got the ore port. He just picked up 2 ore, so that's his 2 roads there.
Yeah, 2 plus 1.
But I mean, that's all his cards, right?
That's all the cards, I guess. Yeah.
Or no, he's got 2 wood, 1 brick, 2 ore, and a wheat.
Yeah, his 6s aren't quite as strong. Kuuchi is the one with the hard 2 roads. Bucksas only gets 2 wood and 1 brick. They didn't actually get that 6 leveled up, so they have at least 1. I thought they had 2 in hand, but 2 actually just ties in this case, unfortunately.
He might have another brick or something. Oh, okay.
You're plenty.
So game, right?
You're plenty. 1, 2. Oh no! Catan Champ. I mean the screen showed up, so I'm gonna play it. Longest road. Bucksas shows 10 points. HakMatata 8, Billy 8, Kuuchi 8. I don't know what you want to do, team. I just call the game. I just call the games. That's it. Don't look at me. I don't hold the rules. I don't. I'm not responsible for anything. These are your activity stats. I'm not even sure I want to go through them. We're gonna take a short break right now and go into and we're gonna go into the Catan Premium chat and figure out what to do with our lives right now.
Wow, man.
That was
tough.
That was a close game all the way through.
Do we think he had another road in hand? If he had another one, then you can just say like, okay, he was.
Yeah, if you had it anyway, right? If you had
build 9, but you should. True. I mean, the easy thing to do is to check his hand and see what he had. And if he had 9, then you give it to him anyway.
Right. I mean, if they had it, they had it, right? Because they would have. I gotta check Bucksas's hands. I don't know if the player chat echoes that. The Year of Plenty for sure, right? The Year of Plenty for sure gives it over. Dang. I don't know what to do. Do we jump in table 2 voice chat? Is that what we're